What's up, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eyebrow back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 2 discussion about the familiar face. Was it good, bad, dumb for the show? General discussion, but obviously, spoiler warning, if you don't know who the familiar face is, you haven't seen Episode 802, or you just don't want to know this information, stop watching now, as I don't want to ruin it for you. Spoiler warning, but for those who want to know and talk about it and discuss it, here we go. Now, Episode 802 gave us the familiar face of Morales. Yes, some people might be like, who? Yes, I know, guys. It's been a very long time since we've seen this guy, and it's one of those things where you're like, some people might not remember who this guy was, and I don't really blame them because he wasn't even that big of a character in Season 1. And so far, Season 8 loves to be doing callbacks back to Season 1. Now, for those who don't know, I'll give a little refresher of it and explain it a little bit. Morales was part of the Atlanta group before Rick came about. Glenn met Rick. Glenn brought Rick around. Morales was one of the people that was in the shop that Rick brought all the walkers towards. Now, that group really didn't like Rick at the very beginning because he brought all these walkers towards a location, which Rick didn't mean to do, but Morales wasn't really that big of a deal. He had a family. Don't know if he still has the family in Season 1. We saw only him in Season 8. I believe the picture that Rick was holding was of Morales, but back in Season 1, he had a wife and 2 kids. They are nowhere to be found, and Morales hasn't been around since Season 1, and he left to go to Birmingham. Is the last time we thought about him, heard about him, noticed anything about the guy, and he really wasn't that big a deal. It was a good goodbye. It was a cordial goodbye. They gave him some guns, some ammunition, and he went on his way, supposedly to Birmingham. I would assume Birmingham, Alabama, but he's back. He's a savior. He's got a bone to pick with Rick, and I don't know if I like that or not. So post your comments below, guys, about how you feel about it. Morales seems to be really mad at Rick for he's full-blown savior mode. Don't know why he's really mad at Rick. I guess he's jumped in with the saviors. Rick's his enemy now. Negan is his guy. He doesn't say I'm Negan. He says that he'll give him to Negan, but I guess he's savior, whatever. If he's a worker, if he's a member of that, not sure exactly. But in the sneak peek for 803, he's got some words with Rick. And Rick doesn't really say much, but Morales is basically saying that he's got a bounty on Maggie's head, Ezekiel's head, and Rick's head. And I believe Negan preferably wants him alive, but Morales is like, maybe you'll be alive, maybe you won't. So not sure the angle what Morales is trying to play, and I'm not really liking that Morales is going against Rick because Rick helped them escape. Morales hasn't been around forever, and now he's Team Negan going against Rick. It's kind of stupid, actually, in my eyes. I don't really like it too much. Morales, I don't really think you're going to be around very long, and hopefully you get taken out by Rick or Daryl or whoever. But it's just kind of one of those things, again, that we don't like the saviors. We can't like the saviors. You can like Negan a little bit, but I don't know how you can really like the saviors. They're just douchey, not really cool guys. So if you look at the picture here, you see Rick, bloody face around the eye, like when he fought that savior that he threw into the shelf support. And Rick got beat up a little bit, but he had the same kind of face look after he was talking to Morales. But to me, this was in the trailer after episode 801, and I believe this is going to be after. It could be in episode 803, if not 804, but Rick's going to be okay. He's going to get away, and Morales probably won't. Hopefully, Morales gets killed, or if he gets wounded, that he gets taken out or becomes a walker and dies. He doesn't like escape somehow, and then he gets back and runs back to Negan, so there's a possibility are we going to see him again or not, and they drag it out a little bit. Either they keep him around, they kill him, he helps Rick, he hurts Rick, he captures Rick, he does something, but I'm assuming, and I'm just putting the two and two together, I don't know any information just yet, but from the trailer, I feel this is the Rick kind of setup with the look and the gun and the thing where they're going after the weapons that escaped from the Savior outpost. Remember, Daryl is still alive in that same building, and I would assume Daryl comes to the rescue and helps Rick against Morales, and they take him out, or something happens. but Daryl is still around, so the wild card. So I'm interested to see what happens in 803. But eventually Rick gets in a Jeep and goes after the Saviors that are trying to take the weapons to the sanctuary to help Negan get away. Because if you see the trailer for what happens this season and the trailer from the Comic-Con, that's why I put all this stuff together. So I would assume this is what's linked together, as the Saviors were seen, I'll show that in a second, the boxing up some weapons to take to the outpost, from the outpost to the sanctuary. And I just think this is the action-packed scene that'll be in 803 or 804, because remember, the first 4 episodes are supposed to be action-packed, and Rick's getting in a Jeep somehow and going after the Humvee, and that's what I assume is happening here. So Rick will make it out alive against Morales unscathed. Hopefully Morales does not, because you can't turn on Rick like that. I don't care if you're a Savior fan or not. You can't be happy that Morales is doing this type of thing, but Rick going after it. And there should be some high octane action sequences for the next 2 episodes. I liked 802. I thought it was good. I kind of like to end the debate of the Morales thing, which is fine by me. You can bring him around because there's been all this talk. Is he coming back? He's going to be a scavenger. He's going to be a savior. He's going to be this. He's going to be somewhere else. He's going to be a whisperer. But here are the weapons that the Saviors are boxing up. I would assume in that same building that Rick was in. They just didn't find it from the Dwight map that they had where the weapons really should have been. Morales called them to come back or do something with it. So I assume that's what the weapons are going to be in the Humvee in probably episode 803, maybe 804. Not sure if it goes down, but we saw it in the trailer for that. So I'm excited to see what happens, guys. So what do you think is going down? Is Morales going to get away? Is he going to turn and help Rick? Is he going to hurt Rick? Is he going to, try to take him out? He's not going to kill Rick. We all know that. But do you think the familiar face of Morales was dumb, stupid, good, worth it? Was it okay? Do you remember who Morales was? Post your comments below, guys. I'm interested to know your thoughts on it. I'm leaning towards it was stupid, and I want Morales to go next episode and be done with it so that can end the debate of the Morales debate. That's my take on it. So overall, we'll see how it goes down. I just don't like the fact that he was supposed to go to Birmingham, Alabama. Now he's in Virginia. Well, I guess Birmingham, Alabama, but he just said Birmingham to Virginia. Now he's a savior, linked up with Negan somehow. So I just don't know. Hopefully they answer the question in episode 803. So I'm interested to know your thoughts, guys. So if you can, guys, if you're on Instagram, on Twitter, check out my Instagram and Twitter at the PT channel. We post stuff there all the time. Don't want you to miss out on anything. I got a book series of Fight for Us. It's 3 books right now. Working on book 4. Amazon.com, online retailers. Walking Dead community on Facebook. We got a page and a group. Everyone's welcome to join the group. Hope you do. I was just at Walker Stalker Atlanta. I got some awesome panel videos that it's going to take some time to put up online. But I got the Andrew Lincoln and Denai Guerrera panel. I got the Jeffrey Dean Morgan, just Negan panel. It was just him by itself, and it was pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. That's a very cool panel. He curses in there a little bit, so hopefully YouTube doesn't flag that. Abraham's Army was pretty good. It's a shorter panel, but Michael Cutlass, Joshua McDermott, and Christian Serratos, pretty cool. Definitely worth watching because they talk about the crossover. The Kingdom, very awesome. It's one of my favorite panels. Lenny James, so it's Morgan, Cooper, Andrews is Jerry, and Ezekiel is Carrie Payton. So if you can, guys, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the videos to come about The Walking Dead and other topics. Help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome, and thank you for watching.